Have you ever wondered where true happiness really comes from? From grand treasures, or sometimes from something so small and simple that we often overlook it? And from something that seemed so ordinary, an entire village learned a profound lesson about sharing, about peace, and about the true essence of happiness in life. In a small town nestled among lush green hills, beside a gentle stream that murmured day and night, lived a kind old woman named Mira. She was aged, her face lined with wrinkles, yet always glowing with warmth. Her home was nothing more than a humble little cottage on the edge of town, surrounded by a small vegetable garden, a few fruit trees heavy with leaves, and an old wooden fence that whispered softly in the breeze. Mira had no children, and her husband had passed away long ago. Alone, it might have seemed lonely, but in truth, she never once felt abandoned. Mira had a special companion, Lulu, a little hen. Lulu's feathers were soft white, dotted with a few black spots on her wings, and her bright red comb stood out vividly under the sunlight. The curious thing was, Lulu was like Mira's shadow. Wherever she went, Lulu waddled along at her side, clucking softly, as if adding her own words to every conversation. Villagers often smiled whenever they saw the pair. One elderly woman with her cane, and one little hen trotting beside her, and their hearts felt strangely lighter. Every morning, as the rising sun painted the sky in shades of pink and orange, Lulu would leave behind a warm, smooth egg. Mira would carefully pick it up, cradling it in her wrinkled hands as though it were a precious gift. She would whisper gently, "One is enough, my dear. May we always have just what we need." Then she would boil the egg, eat half for breakfast, and save the other half for dinner. Day by day, life passed peacefully in this quiet rhythm. Mira tended her garden, watering each row, caring for every plant. Her heart was always full of serenity. Until one morning, something unexpected happened. Lulu laid not one, but 2 eggs. Mira blinked in surprise and whispered, "2? Well, that's generous." She kept one for herself and took the other to the market. She didn't ask for much, just a handful of rice and a piece of jaggery, enough to make the day a little sweeter. From that day on, Lulu laid 2 eggs every morning. The villagers soon began to notice. One said, "Mira, you should sell them all. You'll earn more money." Another advised, "Feed Lulu more. Maybe tomorrow she'll give 3 eggs." Yet another suggested, "Why not raise 10 hens and start a whole business? You'll be rich in no time." But Mira only smiled, her eyes gentle, and replied, "One for me and one to share. That is enough." And Mira did exactly that. The second egg was no longer hers. It belonged to those who needed it more. She gave it to a poor family, to children returning from school, or quietly left it on someone's doorstep without saying a word. Soon the villagers began to call her affectionately Egg Mira. Then the monsoon arrived. Rain poured endlessly. The nearby stream overflowed, and floods swept across the fields. Many families fell into hardship. Yet Lulu kept laying 2 eggs every single day, and Mira had saved up many. She boiled them, she pickled them, and she quietly shared them with those in need. She never kept more than a little for herself. One cold, rainy afternoon, some villagers came to her and asked, "Mira, why didn't you sell more when you had the chance? Why didn't you try to earn more money?" Mira paused, smiled gently, her eyes glowing softly through the rain, and said, "True happiness doesn't come from gathering more. It comes from cherishing what we already have, and being willing to share it when the time is right. I only kept what I needed. The rest was a gift meant to be given." Lulu clucked softly and nestled against Mira's feet, as if in complete agreement. And the whole village finally understood. Happiness is not about hoarding, but about gratitude and sharing. For when we lift others, we also lift ourselves. And when we share together, we become rich, rich in kindness, in peace, and in true happiness. If the story of Mira and Lulu touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so that more people can see that true happiness isn't about how much we collect, but about gratitude and sharing. Every share from you is like giving away another egg, a little gift of warmth for someone else's heart.